And so first I would like to introduce Dr. R.K. Murthy. If you could please come up and make a few comments. As you know, he's with the National Academy of Agriculture Extension. Partnership as we're working together, as we launch this, as we learn together, that are going to make the difference in the lives of the people that we impact. And I do want to just share with you, I don't know if you all caught a little bit ago when Dilip was using a term which I love, and that's what we have here, our hunger fighters. All of you here today working together, putting our technologies as our partnerships, that we can indeed be hunger fighters. Please make some comments.
First of all, I thank the organizers for giving me this opportunity to be before you. In fact, I am representing the NAARM on behalf of Dr. D. Ramarao, who is not here. He's the director of the NAARM. Just a few reflections about the MOOC and its relevance to Indian context. In fact, the MOOC, which has just started in 2012, now it has snowballed into a storm, and it is in fact seeping into almost every sector, and with agriculture being no exception for that. But when we talk about the Moodle in agriculture, in fact, we have many challenges, unlike any other sector. And that too, again, in Indian context, we still have the dimensions in a different fashion. One of the main things is that agri domain has so many subdomains, and again within that, again you have many things like which have a very good potential for being paradomains, like which can be used for rural employment and self-entrepreneurship, all those things. And also the problem in the knowledge in agriculture is we have to treat them keeping our audience in mind, and this audience has a very wide spectrum, right from illiterates to the most knowledgeable scientists and how to reach them. So, and one of the main thing is the medium and the technology that we decide through which we reach them, and probably the MOOC exactly fits the bill in this case, in this very particular need. For example, the multilingual necessities, and suppose we want to develop some certification courses, whether we want to develop the same thing and then, use a different language interfaces for the same visuals. So there are many issues which we need to think about. So these are the issues we probably had to think when we try to treat the material, especially as Dr. Dilip was telling. In fact, the knowledge in agriculture in open mode is far from desirable. And now this probably MOOC will exactly provide a great opportunity to start populating this entire, the open medium with our agriculture resources. But the main thing is the standardization of the knowledge and the practices. That's probably where we probably still have to go a long way in identifying. We have the platforms, we have the technologies, but we don't know how to meander through this entire, the different points. And another important thing, apart from this para and the certification course and all, even in the formal education, and one of the study recently conducted by our director in his other research studies, it says that the formal education also has a very serious, severe faculty crunch, as much as 40%. So probably in this case also, apart from we have developed e-courses and all, thanks to the efforts of NAIP and all, but there is a lot more to be done in this, because it needs a lot of video-based courses, which need to be probably the MOOCs could be one of the vehicle through which we can probably start populating the material through for e-courses and all. NAARM, it is in this context, it has done a remarkable job for last 6-7 years. We have institutionalized the process of content management practices, especially with reference to open sources, like the Moodle we have been practicing, and we have trained many people. And the main important thing is, apart from the certification part, we are also, thinking about the standardization and institutionalization of the practices, the content development practices. So it is in this context probably NAARM could become a vital link as to provide build the capacity of the not just the nitty-gritty of a MOOC, but also what are the desirable practices for different audiences. Because the main problem in MOOCs is to identify the right partner, right clientele for the purpose. So when we identify a right clientele, probably we have to see what kind of methodology has to be adopted, what should be the strategy for a content developer, because it's something like we develop the entire distributed network, but ultimately we have to provide them with the proper material which has to feed in through this entire material, and that material has to be properly nursed and it has to be properly nurtured. So for this purpose, definitely there is a lot more research to be done, and also, and this research need not be done in a standalone mode. It can go in a wiki mode, it can go in an evolving mode, and over time we probably as a team we try to develop and standardize the practices. So this is in this context, I think NAARM will be probably a good catalyst in nurturing the MOOC movement, and I congratulate the drivers behind this entire initiative to develop one agriculture and one science initiative, and I'm sure that this will go a long way in the future to come. Thank you.